Every day, we can see that there are many people are smoking around us. Cigarette is the most common form of recreational drug use. Smokers can be from any countries and nations. When they have the intention to smoke, they will smoke at the house, company, and even at the roadside. They are regardless of age, gender, creature, and even mentality. Do you know some of the fact of smoking? There are currently 1.1 billion of smokers around the world. That is more than the population of our country. Tobacco kills 6 million of people every year. This number is 20% of the population of Malaysia. There are 11 people dying every minute because of tobacco consumption. It is among the causes of highest death for chemical misuse. There are 15 millions of cigarettes being smoked by the population every day, and this number being predicted to be raised every year. According to the research, the rate of getting cancers could lower down up to 30% by avoiding tobacco consumption. The diseases such as high blood pressure and asthma could also be prevented. According to the study, there are 30% of the adults are smoking, which means that 1 out of 3 adults are smoking beside us. Cigarettes are known to contain more than 4,000 of chemicals that harm our body, and 67 of them can cause cancers. Smokers spend around $8,500 for cigarettes every year. I can even use that money to pay my UTAR bill. Study shows that smoking could lead to gray hair and wrinkles. It causes you to look older than usual. The country that has the most smokers is Serbia, which over 30% of the adults smoke. But I don't know where is there. Have you wondered why people smoke? According to our survey, we found that over 50% of the participants agreed that people smoke because of pressure. 30% of the participants agreed that friend is the one that influences people to smoke, while there are less than 2% of participants agreed that family member is the one that affects people to smoke. People tend to smoke when they face problems. In daily life, everyone will face many of the problems such as financial and personal problem. If they cannot solve the problem, their emotion will be down and depressed. This depression will drive them to smoke. When we are still young in age, we all are curious to grow up. Some of us will try to smoke cigarettes that make us look mature like an adult. Besides, when people are smoking with their friends, they will feel that they belong to the particular group because they all act alike. Family member also influence the children to smoke. When the father or mother smokes, the children will follow the behavior to smoke. This creates a bad example because the parents are the role model for the children. There are also other factors that cause people to smoke. Some of the people smoke just because of pleasure, while some people smoke to control their weight. According to the study, smokers are 7 pounds lighter than non-smokers because of ineffective nutrition absorption. They are also some of the people smoke because of addiction to drug. The negative effects of smoking. As we has been told that smoking is kind of bad habit, and we shouldn't smoke. So, what are the negative effects of smoking? We had concluded the negative effects of smoking into 3 categories, which are health, finance and relationship. In the aspect of health, smoking compromises the immune system in the body, and making smokers more likely to have respiratory infections. Smoking has recently been linked to diabetes. Smokers are 30% to 40% more likely to develop diabetes than non-smokers. Additionally, the more cigarettes an individual smokes, the higher the risk for diabetes. Recent studies also show a direct relationship between tobacco use and decreased bone density. Smoking is one of many factors, including weight, alcohol consumption, and activity level, that increase your risk for osteoporosis, a condition in which bones weaken and become more likely to fracture. Let's Jackie Chan give you some advice.
Jackie gets hurt. A lot.
The chemicals in tobacco smoke harm your blood cells and damage the function of your heart. This damage increases your risk for getting coronary heart disease, narrower blocked arteries around the heart, heart-related chest pain, high blood pressure and stroke, which is sudden death of brain cells caused by blood clots or bleeding. Every cigarette you smoke damages your breathing and scars your lungs. People with asthma can suffer severe attacks when around cigarette smoke. Smoking also will affect your financial health too. The cost of smoking cigarettes is not only a daily financial costs, it can lead to higher costs for health and life insurance, high healthcare costs due to smoking-related diseases. As a smoker, you are also charged higher rates for health and life insurance policies. Smokers can pay up to an additional 50 to 100% for life insurance because they are considered higher risk candidates for these types of insurance because of the increased risks of serious chronic illness and the increased medical costs throughout our lifespan. They are less likely to be employed than those who don't smoke. Many employers have factored in that smokers cost more to insure, and on average are less productive than non-smokers. The average cost per year for a smoker is about $5,200 on the low end of the scale. Smoking can be expensive for some. Finances may be a motivation to quit. Ultimately, it's more money in your bank if you aren't spending it on cigarettes. Second-hand smoke affects everyone around you. It can be harmful to loved ones, co-workers, and your community. A common misconception is that second-hand smoke is not as harmful as directly smoking a cigarette. In reality, second-hand smoke can be just as dangerous as mainstream smoke. When a smoker enters a relationship, they not only put themselves but also the partner at risk. Non-smokers find the smell repulsive, and when an individual is a smoker, the smell constantly surrounds them. A person who smokes is considered to have no value for their own health. If the person continues to smoke even while in a relationship with a non-smoker, it is implied that they have no value for their partner's health as well. Now, we would like to talk about how to quit smoking. First of all, please keep away from the triggers. Smokers need to identify which events or items that stimulate them to smoke. For example, some people tend to feel depressed when they saw their ex-girlfriend or boyfriend leave better than them. This depression will drive them to smoke. They need to try not to think about it or avoid those situations before they can completely quit smoking. Another way is smokers can set goals or challenges for themselves. They can try to set some short-term targets to quit smoking. When they successfully achieve the targets, they will get motivation and hence continue to quit smoking. They also need to remind themselves about their goals to keep the motivation to go on. Smoker has to realize the dangers of cigarette to assist them to quit smoking. Smoking not only brings them diseases which cause them to have an unhealthy body, but also affect their emotions as well. They will soon find that their lack of concentration and patience on doing something if they continue smoke cigarette. When they recognize the disadvantages of smoking, they will start to think that smoking is bad for them, and quit smoking. If they could not quit smoking by themselves, they can seek the helps from others. They can consult the doctor and get the advice from him or her on the issue of quit smoking. They also can talk to the friends and family members. They can share the feelings with them. And this helps smokers to feel relieved and smoke less. They also need to stay positive every time. They can try to look on the positive side on every issues they faced. They also can think about how healthy they are after quit smoking. This prevents them from depression and negative thinking. Smoker can also find a new hobby to replace smoking. They can exercise the body to become healthier. Watching movie will make them feel happy, especially comedy movie. Listening to music help to release the stress, while reading book allow them to gain more knowledge.
You're waiting for someone?
My mother.
Me too.
Jangan abang.
Son, Mami kêu này hả? Hả? Gặp anh kia hả?
Sean.
It's okay.
She says she loves you.
பசிக்குதா? சாப்பாடு கொண்டாந்துருக்கேன். சாப்பிட்றீங்களா?
எல்லாமே முடிஞ்சு சாப்பாடு.
ஆமா. ஆனா நீங்க உயிரோடு இருக்கிறீங்களா? நாம அதிர்ஷ்டக்காரங்க.
Wow.
Don't break my heart.